So let's talk about why you need to actually trademark your brand name in more than one class. So trademark has a total of 45 classes, and 35 of the classes are product-based brand, while the remaining 10 are service-based brand. And so if you trademark your class or your product in only one class, you're leaving the room open for any other person to come in. I'll explain that to you. Your best bet as far as trademarking your brand is concerned is to trademark across multiple classes, especially in the classes that are relevant to your business. Do you know that MTN trademarked their MTN brand and assets across all 45 classes? Yes, if you want to work on sound communication and maybe paint production, but yes, they secured their brand name even down to their taglines, what are we doing today, across all 45 classes. And the reason why they did that is because they do not want someone else, another brand, to share their brand name with them. Whether you're into communications or not, it's not their business. They want to enjoy exclusive ownership. And that's the entire point of doing a trademark in the first place. Yes, I know that you may think it's a bit flawed. I mean, the fact that two brands can coexist under different classes, like the same brand name can coexist under different classes and owned by different people. Yes, it might look like a lacuna, but you can cheat that, or you can work around that by ensuring that you have more class registrations for your brand. So if your brand is XYZ, for example, don't just trademark under class 35 and leave it. If you do that, another company entirely or another individual that does something totally different from what you're doing can go ahead and still trademark XYZ under class 10 or under class 5. So two XYZs are existing, but they are not owned by one and the same person. I could point two examples for you, but I wouldn't want to mention anybody's name. But think about it. There are some brands that you know that you felt were owned by the same person, but they're actually not owned by the same person, but they share the same brand name. So trademark is supposed to ensure that you have exclusive right to the use of your brand name in the category that you operate in, and not just in the category. You want to take it a notch further by including other categories, whether it concerns you or not. Trademark it, secure it. It is part of your intellectual property right. And again, when you have a brand that's sharing your brand assets with you, like your logo or your tagline or even your name, because they legally can do that, right? If you have a brand name that is doing that, then you could also be sending traffic to them unknowingly. Or guess what? They could be passing off their product as if they were your own product, or taking out of the goodwill that your business, your brand has built over the years. So your best strategy to trademark protection is to protect across multiple classes. If you cannot afford to do the entire 45 classes, all fine and good, but please still protect in the classes that are relevant to you. For example, if you're a fintech, right? Protect not only in class 36. Class 36 has to do with monetary affairs. Protect also in class 35. Class 35 has to do with advertising, business management, and all of that. Also protect in class 42. Class 42 has to do with technology services. You're building a tech service, right? So trademark under class 42. Also trademark under class 16. Class 16 is a general class. Anybody and everybody should trademark under class 16. As a matter of fact, if you can afford it, trademark under as many classes as possible. Now send me a direct message if you'd like to trademark your brand, or you'd like to know how trademark registration works. Then we can put you through and ensure that you have your brand registered across multiple classes. However, each class is a separate registration and a separate fee. So put that into consideration. If you're unable to trademark all of your brand names all at once, you can do that gradually. They'll have different filing dates, but at least you'll have your brand trademarked in multiple classes. Thank you.